Looks like the gun is loaded, the trigger has been pulled. Insidious Chill's discard effects are on the table here. That's the game, folks.
Andrew, of course, is going to activate creepers.
Green light. Come on in. Sonata Arcanics.
Oh, here we go. Sonata. Are we pitching into it? Looks like we are.
We are. And now Andrew just has to go, all right.
All right, the moment of truth. We've got attack, attack, non-attack, non-attack. Wow.
Oh, God. Oh.
If Porter's got the 0 go again in hand, I think this is game. And it's a rabble.
It's a ravenous rabble.
Good evening, fight fans. I am Patrick Shaw from the Combat Chain Podcast, and we want to welcome you to this live special showcasing the top 16 teams and matchups. But before we get started with anything else, how about that intro video, huh? We want to give a huge shout out to Bobblehead for putting in all the work he did into that video. Be sure to subscribe to his YouTube page. The link is below. If it's not below, it's around here somewhere. But be sure to search Bobblehead and find him. He has great gameplay videos up and a lot of good flesh and blood content. He's a great guy who's been working behind the scenes with the FAB Team Cup all season. So thank you to Bobblehead. This video and the FAB Team Cup is brought to you by Fab Foundry. Fab Foundry is an excellent place to go pick up your flesh and blood singles. And right now, if you go to fabfoundry.co and order your singles online, you can enter the code TEAMCUP10 to get 10% off your order now and throughout the duration of the Team Cup tournament. Using that discount code will mean that you will be directly supporting and aid in funding the FAB Team Cup and its prize support. So if you like what you've seen so far and like buying flesh and blood singles, go over to fabfoundry.co and use code TEAMCUP10 today. Now, let's get to introductions. It's a familiar gang if you've been with us since the beginning. First, the commissioner of the FAB Team Cup, Jesse Valdez. Welcome back, Jesse. How you doing?
Doing great, Pat. Super excited to be here. Really pumped to get this top 16 going.
I am as well. Thanks for coming back on. Appreciate it. Next up, we have the FTC liaison and founder, Tyler Broughton. Tyler, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. My team's fresh off their first place win of our pool, so I'm excited to see where we fall in the bracket and who we're going to be facing. So looking forward to it.
Excellent. And we have the man juggling chainsaws each week, making the live streams work. It is Adam Philipchuk. Adam, how are we doing?
I'm doing great, Pat. I'm sitting here clicking buttons as we speak, trying to make this this well-oiled machine keep going, but I am excited to be here.
The chainsaws are actively in the air as we speak. Jesse, I can't believe it's been only 3 weeks since we all sat down here and started selecting teams, but the group portion of the tournament is over. Tell the audience what we are doing here tonight.
Yeah, Pat. So like I said earlier, we are announcing our top 16 for this league, every division's top 2, and who they are going to be playing going into week 4 to decide ultimately who will be the top 8 going into week 5.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you very much. Adam, you've been rocking and rolling here on the live streams for the last 3 weeks. Give me some insight on what it's been like to try to get these games up onto the FTC page with some coverage.
It's been a whirlwind, man. Like behind the scenes, there are so many moving pieces to try to make this work, and just to like understanding the software has been a big piece. I'm constantly trying to level that up though, and trying to make this presentation visually and like comprehensively like interesting for the fans. And I really hope so far that's come across.
Been great.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure to be a part of on the front end, and I am happy that I have not had to do anything on the back end. Thank you, Adam, for carrying all that load. Next up, Tyler. 32 teams across the world. You're the liaison here. What has been the atmosphere within the Cup player base as this tournament has progressed?
They've all been really excited. there's nowhere else that you can play some of the top talent in the Flesh and Blood scene at one time at a single tournament. We have a majority of the players who top eighted worlds. We have so many calling champions, so many national champions, and there are some teams that have played that haven't been able to travel that far to go to tournaments, like Team Brazil. But then you have other teams that, like Team Runaways, for instance, where their players are at every single big tournament, and so we're allowing teams that that haven't made a name for themselves to play teams that have, and it's just been really exciting for people to be able to get those high level games in on an off season for FAB. So everyone's just super excited, and there's the teams that are in the top 16 are really excited to show that they belong there.
Absolutely, and the fun part is we had talked a little bit about this before we got on here, but the initial selection was random, right? So there was no kind of hierarchy in place here. So basically, every team was basically put into a random pool and had to earn their way through to this knockout round. Jesse, tell me a bit about the kind of the nature of what how about the seeding now that we've gotten through to the top 16? What give me general structure here.
So where we are now is we're gonna have a first place of every divisions 1 through 8, and we're gonna have a second place of every divisions 1 through 8. And how we're gonna set up everything is the first place of Division 1 is gonna play the second place of Division 2, and then it's gonna go straight down where you're still seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then it'll offset when you get to the matches that'll be the games that would technically be right now divisions 5 through 8. So it'll be divisions 1, their first place will play Division 2 second place, Division 3's first plays Division 4 second, and it's kind of like scaled down as such like that.
Awesome.
And we're going to be over
because
yeah, go ahead.
You're not going to face a team that you've already faced until the finals. So it's a good way of separating everything too. I think Jesse did a good job with that.
Excellent point. And I think we're gonna get right into it. We're gonna start going over the team selections here. We're gonna go basically down the first match with in Division 1 and work our way down, and we'll stop and talk about each one. So let's rock and roll here. The first match to be announced, the Division 1 number 1 seed Team Chuab with a 3-0 record and a game record of 10-5 is going up against the Division 2 second seed, the Runaways, with a season record of 2-1 and a game record of 10-4-1.
Yeah, this is going to be a very good game.
Jesse.
Oh, yeah, these are two teams that came out swinging really hard. Team Chuab sitting at that 3-0, winning out every week against all the people they played in Division 1, which were the Runaways, Hometown TCD. Sorry, that's the wrong thing. Which was a FAB Italia, Shaky Leaf, and the Hyperloop. So a really good division there that they took control of.
Absolutely. Tyler.
Yeah, we're also going to be announcing an MVP for every division for the pool play. And so the MVP of Division 2 was Brody Spurlock. He went 3-0, played Icelander twice and Briar once. And so he'll be leading Team Runaways against Team Chuab. And even though Chuab was the higher ranked team here, I don't think that they're going to be super excited about their matchup. I mean, they have Rakowski they're playing against. They have Michael Fang, Yang Jiang, Brody Spurlock. Like, it's a solid team. And it was one of our favorites to win the whole thing. And so, but Chuabs are no slackers either. They also have Ing Chu Hang. They have Gordon Ko, who won his nationals. Jose Lau, Tojin Han. Like, they have some good players on their team. And I think this match is gonna come down to the 5th game.
Indeed.
Those are the best kind. We're going to roll right along here to the second match. We are going to pair off the Division 3 number 1 seed Jin and Tunic. My pick for possibly best name in the cup this season, with a 2-1 record and a game record of 9-6, going up against the Division 4 second seed Team Brazil, also with a 2-1 record, with a game record of 7-8. Jesse.
Yeah, so for Team Brazil, that was actually one of the very interesting things I saw in this league, because Team Sneep, who was right below them, they had a 1-2 overall match win for the league, but with a game record score of 8-7. So we saw one of these teams actually end up on top of one of these other teams with less games won overall throughout the 3 weeks. So I thought that was very interesting, something that is definitely possible in this league, just given the right circumstances.
Absolutely, Tyler.
Yeah, this is an exciting matchup. We have the guys from Spain versus the guys from Brazil, and so this is truly country versus country. Brazil, they're one of the underdogs. I'm surprised they made it this far because they just got FAB in their country like a month or two ago. But I'm super excited for them. They're some of my favorite guys. They're just nice guys, and they're really showing that Brazil really does have talent and they've got game. And so, LSS, if you're watching this, please bring a calling to Brazil because these guys are ready to play and show the world what they got.
I would definitely be down for that trip to Brazil, especially Rio. Love the
fun.
resorts down there.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep going here to the third match. We're going to be, I guess we're gonna announce the Division 5 number 1 seed here. Card
you will.
advantage,
Yeah, you will.
a season record of 2-1. And the bots are coming in the chat. Division 5
Means we made it.
Yeah, we did. We got there, everybody. I got sorry, completely off the rails. I just saw the spam come through. The Division 5 number 1 seed Card Advantage, with a season record of 2-1 and a game record of 10-5 on the season, going up against the Division 6 number 2 seed FAB Cards with a season record of 2-1 and also a game record of 10-5. Tyler, tell me about this matchup.
Yeah, so obviously I'm biased here.
Obviously.
This is actually going to be a good matchup. I'm excited. We haven't seen a whole lot of kayfabe cards on a national level ourselves personally. I've played Peter before at a tournament, but I haven't played any of the other guys. So I'm excited to get to know these guys, to play against them, and to see how we can do with them. So we're super excited to be here, and we're just ready, taking it one game at a time. But we think we got what it takes. So
Jesse, tell me how the likes of Flake and Majin Bay are going to roll right over these Card Advantage folks.
Well, I know where my money's going, and that's directly in any opposition towards Tyler here. So, but like he said, I know that this match is going to be huge. I would actually consider this one of our like big like money matches. We have Card Advantage, a team who's been here since like one of the very first teams I ever even remember hearing of, and then going against kayfabe here, who just has some of the most prolific people in Flesh and Blood to date. Like you said before, Majin Bay, Matt DeMarco, Dalen Mack, all of these guys. This is a money match here. This is what people would pay to see if they were taking their shirts off and fist fighting, you know?
Absolutely. That's my kind of Saturday night right there.
Yeah.
Let's keep on moving to the fourth match. The Division 7 1 seed, unfortunately, is the Fab Chaos, going 3-0, of course, taking their third win against Team Combat Chain. So a little bias coming in on our end. Game record of 10-5. Of course, for the season, taking on the Division 8 second seed Indy Arsenal with a 2-1 season record and a game record of 7-1, one of the rare ties this season. Jesse, start us off about Fab Chaos and Indy Arsenal.
Well, Fab Chaos is one of those teams that's really just jumped onto the scene here and has just done an excellent job in this first 3 weeks of play, going 3-0, 10 game wins overall. We have Nikos. I'm gonna say this now. I apologize if I screw up your name. Nikos Tavolarius. This player went 3-0 on Dromai. I think that's actually very huge into a meta like this
MVP
that
of
we've
Division
seen.
7.
Yeah. I mean, Dromai's been on the up and up lately, but like in a world where FIs still exist, and it's not easy to go 3 wins in a row on a Dromai nowadays.
Yeah, especially that a hard-fought third win against a scrappy up-and-coming Arachne player who couldn't quite pull it together, unfortunately. Tyler,
matchup
tell
for ya.
me, yeah. Tyler, tell me about this matchup here. What do you got?
Yeah, so like Jesse said, Nikos is the MVP of Division 7, playing Dromai. Will he switch? Will he not? That's the beauty of this league. But Fab Chaos is the team from Greece. They're going up against the Michael Hamilton-led Indy Arsenal. And so eyes will be on this matchup for sure to see how it goes, because we all love our world champ. He is the most notable player for Flesh and Blood right now, and I know that Fab Chaos is ready to face him. So this will be a good matchup all around.
A bunch of killers on that
Oh, yeah.
Chaos team, and Michael Hamilton is a sweetheart. We got him on one of the streams this season. Very fortunate for that. Let's move on to the 5th match of the knockout round. The Division 2 #1 seed Team Gold going 3-0 with a game record of 9-6, going up against the Division 1 2nd seed Hyperloops with a season record of 2-1 and a game record of 8-7. Tyler, tell me about some Team Gold and Hyperloop action here.
Yeah, so we have another MVP. Division 1 MVP was Cody Williams. He went 3-0 on Icelander. He's leading this Hyperloops team against a very good Team Gold, who just dominated their division. And so the Hyperloops, one of the original teams back when we first started the Team Cup, led by Cody Williams and Joe Cologne. And they're looking forward to showing what they got against this Team Gold team. The Team Gold team out of Hong Kong, I believe, has some great players. They have Kelvin Law, world #1, Bun R, Galaxy Yang, Ray Lamb, Absolute Moral. Like their team is just stacked as well. Like if we're talking about like if you could only pick one match to watch for the top 16, like this is the match. Some of the best players in the U.S. versus some of the best players in Asia, and so this is just going to be a great match to follow. And the winner here, I think, has a good shot to make it to the finals. So,
Jesse, Tyler brought up how good they are over on Team Gold. There are regional heavyweights in every one of these teams here. But tell me more about this matchup from your perspective.
Well, this matchup, like Tyler just said, is probably going to be one of the best we have going into week 4 here. Hyperloops, the notoriety they've had ever since the beginning. I remember seeing them in Vegas, like rocking their shirts with the Millennium Falcons around it. And Team Gold here, Division 2 was actually the division my team was on, Team Foundry. And I know for a fact that Team Gold came in and they were able to just wipe us out those last 3 games, even though we were up on them 2-0. So this is gonna be a big hitter, with Cody Williams, Joe Cologne on the Hyperloops, Kelvin Law on Team Gold. There's gonna be some big names playing for some big prizes here.
Excellent, and that is a good foreshadowing for the near future here. Let's keep rolling. The 6th matchup is going to feature the Division 4 #1 seed Team Belgium, going 2-1 on the season with a game record of 8-7 versus the Division 3 2nd seed Team Dice Commando, going 2-1 also with a game record of 8-7. Jesse.
Yeah, so for this sixth match we have here, we actually have two MVPs, the MVP from Division 4 and the MVP from Division 3. We have Glenn Van Roey, who 3-0'd on Briar all 3 weeks, was able to just go in there and really, shake some things up with the old Room Blade. And then we have Josh Madison, who went 3-0 on Icelander on Team Dice Commando, which was in Division 3 and took second place. Yeah, both these teams coming out the gate really strong. Team Belgium, I know I haven't seen too much out of the Team Belgium on this end of things, but with Team Dice Commando, that's the YouTube channel led by Andrew Heinz and the team he's constructed here out of Portland, Oregon. A lot of good guys out of there.
And a great channel.
Great
channel. For Flesh and Blood content. I watch it all the time. Tyler.
Yeah, so this is a matchup featuring two up-and-coming teams. Off the just reading their rosters, you wouldn't know a whole lot of them, but they are both, like I said, up-and-coming teams where they're excited to be here, and they're both excited that they are in a match where they can really showcase who they are, what they are made of, and I think both teams have their sights set on the next round already. So I think it's going to be exciting to see how this game plays out.
Excellent. Moving right along to the seventh match, and I think one that I've got my eye on personally, the Division 6 number 1 seed, the Card Guys, going 3-0 with a game record of, get ready, 12 wins against only 3 losses on the season for the Card Guys, going up against the Division 5 second seed, the Experience, with a 2-1 season record and a game record of 8-7. Tyler.
Yeah, so this is going to be a brute force match featuring 2 of the original 6 teams that were in the team league. And so led by the Card Guys, who tied for first overall amongst all of the teams with that 12-3 record. They tied with Blue Pitch, who we'll be talking about soon. But yeah, they're led by their Division 6 MVP, Josh Lau, who played Dorinthia twice and Bolton once. And so these guys are hard out for sure. But the Experience, they're not any slackers either. They feature Christopher Iali, who was the Division 5 MVP, also world runner-up. He played 3 different heroes on his way to a 3-0 record, one of only 2 players to 3-0 on 3 different heroes. He played Dash, Phi, and Viscerai. And so this is going to be a great match all around, and I'm super excited to try to watch a couple of those games.
And Iali taking the matchup against on Viscerai against Oldham in the featured match this past week. I believe the Card Advantage guys took it there, but it's great to have someone like Chris featured on the stream. Jesse, what do you think about this matchup?
Oh, I think this matchup's going to be great. Like Tyler said, these are 2 of our 6 original legacy teams that we even have written to the Constitution. Josh Lau, as a lot of people know, playing a very warrior-centered he is a very warrior-centered mindset. And I think just like being able to come through with a hero like that into the meta climate we have now is really big. Because your matchups can just like not play to your advantage whatsoever in those things. Yeah, and then the Experience, Christopher Eli, the world's champion runner-up. We have Tyler Broughton on that team too. Some really good players and really good players that want to be like the biggest players in this game. So I would watch the 7th matchup closely because we're going to see a lot of good gameplay coming out of this.
Excellent. Last but not least, in the knockout rounds, the 8th match is going to be featuring the Division 8 number 1 seed, the Blue Pitch, or Team Blue Pitch, with 3-0 record, also tying the Card Guys with a season game record of 12-3, going up against the Division 7 second seed Team Combat Chain. Hey now, with a season record of 2-1 and a game record of 7-8. Jesse, Blue Pitch, 3-0, 12-3, just like the Card Guys. So what do you tell me what you think about Blue Pitch versus the Combat Chain? Remember, I am your friend, and I am
Yes.
I am the host moderator of this program.
So, when it comes to Blue Pitch, it is my full opinion that Blue Pitch has advertently become the boogeyman of the Flesh and Blood Team Cup. When it was the league before in season 2 and what it is now, Blue Pitch, they are what every team should be scared of. They are coming in with a vengeance. They are consistently coming into these events, winning them, topping almost all their games, throwing out a whole slew of different heroes that I feel like a lot of teams just don't expect. They come at it with different strategies, and these guys are they're insane. They are incredibly good Flesh and Blood players, and I think Combat Chain should be, you guys should be really gearing up for some hard games this week.
We absolutely are. Tyler, Blue Pitch and Card Guys, thick as thieves, both undefeated 12-3. Give me some good news for this matchup. Give me something to.
Good news.
Yeah.
Blue Pitch tied for first amongst all the teams with a 12-3 individual game record. They also featured Division 8 MVP Kaiser Wong, who 3-0 on Icelander Draw Mine. Here's the good news: he played Arachne and got his win. So, you're gonna experience a wide selection of heroes, but yeah, these guys, they're just nice people too. I met them at a couple of the big tournaments, and they're just gonna be a pleasure to go against. But like, they also can be beat. Every team can be beat, and that's the exciting thing about this league, is that it doesn't matter if your country got Flesh and Blood a month or two ago. Like, you can still win games and you can still advance through the Team Cup. And so I wouldn't count you guys out. I would just, you guys know what you're doing, and you made it this far, obviously, and you beat some really good teams to get here, and I think it's going to be a good match. So,
Yeah, there we go.
Absolutely.
That's some good stuff right there. That's an excellent way to end the team selection announcement part of the segment. Now, before we before we get to the next segment, let's remind the viewers that this is sponsored by FAB Foundry. Go to fabfoundry.co and use the promo code TEAMCUP10 to save 10% on your singles order and directly aid in the funding of the FAB Team Cup. All right, next up. Josh Madden in the chat says we're just here so we don't get fined. I hear that. So we wanted to, this next part, we wanted to present something special that's happening with this portion of the tournament. So Jesse, why don't you kind of lay out what's happening here?
All right, everyone. So we are officially announcing that this season of the FTC will have a first place prize pool. Now, this is going to be big. Only first place will be receiving anything. So apologies now to anyone who were in the lower end of the 16 or the lower end of the 32. We're posting this now. Sorry if you weren't able to, put enough energy into playing your games or what have you, but it's just the way it is. Apologies. So top 16, announcing to you now that for the first place, every single person on your team, on the winning team, will receive a box of Dynasty, courtesy of Fab Foundry, who is shelling out the whole prize pool for this. These prizes will be sent to your team captain, so we can just send the whole thing at once, because we might be sending about 10 boxes, They're all going to be sent out to your team captain, and then from there, your team captain will distribute it to you. And yeah, we will also, along with that, be sending each player an inaugural playmat for the Flesh and Blood Team Cup, which we will actually have posted as of our next live stream from here. So tune into our next live stream and you'll be able to see what the playmat is going to look like for whoever ends up being first place.
Awesome. And yeah, one dynasty box per member of the roster, champions playmat, all funded by Fab Foundry. You know, this was free to enter with no expectation going in. So it's really it's a great Fab Foundry's taking that extra step here to provide that kind of prize support. And of course, the captains can now message Jesse with their lineups moving forward here.
And I did want to add into Jesse. We were discussing the background. The goal moving forward with this league too, this cup. What we're struggling to define exactly what it is, but we know we have this vision that we want this to be a recurring thing. And this season we did have it be no entry fee because it's being run under Fab Foundry now, and we kind of want to we need to give the players some faith in what we're doing. But moving forward, the plan is to have a much more laid out prize pool and actually have a player or a team buy, and nothing exorbitant, but just a little something where like maybe a team buys in $150, maybe like a $20 buy-in per player on the team.
I don't mean to cut you off, but I think we need to cut to a quick break right here.
Sure thing.
All right, everyone, we are back. We're just going to be doing our closing remarks here. I have a few things just for all the players that are actually competing and their team captains. You can go to the Discord now, and you will notice that we have made a top 16 forum. There is a link to the Excel sheet for top 16. It's going to look a lot like the original ones that we saw before, but any and all players can click on those, can look through the schedule, standings, bracket, and each subsequent week going forward here. We will also put a game results tab within those forums as well, so you can treat it just like you've been treating the division you've been playing in. Do everything in there, and then all of your lineups going forward every week. If you make it to top 8 going into next week, you will submit that lineup to me. That is to Jesse Valdez. And yeah, Tyler, you got anything else?
Yeah, I want to say congratulations to all the teams that made it to the top 16. We're looking forward to watching everyone play, and we hope that this league has been good and beneficial for you to get some high-level games in on an off-season of FAB, especially where we want to be testing out these decks in a new meta. I'll also say if you are on a team right now that did not participate in the league this year, we will be doing this league in the future. Most likely will be once a year around the downtime of November, December, but we'll also be announcing that when we get to that point. We'll also be giving out automatic invites to teams depending on how well you do this year. So there's always something to play for. If you don't get first, you'll be playing to have an automatic berth to next season's tournament as well. And so we just want to thank all of the teams who have played so far, all the 32, and best of luck to everyone in the top 16.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you all so much. This cup would not be able to function or be anything without your willingness to play and want to play. I'd also like to take this second to just thank everyone helping on the team. Your help has been invaluable. Tyler, thank you. Adam, Pat, Travis, our judge team, Oscar, for all of the sheet stuff you've done. Like, you guys have been invaluable. Kugane, Nathan, for your division leading, Adam for that as well, Tyler, you as well for that too. There's no way just like one or two people could do this workload without it being a full-time job. So you guys have really done us, like, and everything that this is, a huge service. And I also want to say thanks to Bobblehead and Kugane for all of the video and production work you've done. Bobblehead for the intro video we showed off today. Kugane for the intro video that we showed off 3 weeks ago. And one last time to shout out the Fab Foundry website where you can buy all of your singles. Use the promo code TEAMCUP10, all one word, all uppercase, at Fab Foundry Co. when checking out. And a portion of what you spend goes directly into funding this entire thing we have going here.
All right. Appreciate it, Jesse. Thanks for taking care of everything. Thanks to Jesse for being the leader of the Team Cup this year, the commissioner. You forgot to thank yourself, so I'm doing it for you.
Thank you.
So thanks for organizing everything, keeping everyone on top of things, and it's been a smooth running this year. So with that, I say go Team Card Advantage.
All right. We'll let you have that one. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Just be attuned to what we're going on next week, and stay tuned for all the future live streams.